And welcome back out here to Albany High School as we get set here for the fourth and final consolation semifinal game of the night. It's the third-seeded Stanberry Bulldogs that are in taking on the seventh-seeded King City Wildcats. It was the Stanberry Bulldogs that lost a upset game to the Princeton Tigers by a final score of 59-40. Again, it's hard to do the seeding here for these early games because you don't really know what you're getting. It's a Stanberry team that lost a lot from last year, but still do bring back a couple of players from last year. Before we enter in our color guy, Mike Atkins, let's thank our sponsors to help you bring you tonight's broadcast: Albany Hy-Vee, BTC Bank locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni. Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Smithfield Hog Production, Missouri, El Rey Papi's Mexican Restaurant in King City, Toby Gilbert Tire, King City School District, Marcy Sager Insurance of Albany, Spec Shop in Stanberry and Maryville, Family Health Pharmacy in Stanberry, Bank Northwest of Stanberry, Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson, and Ron Peterson Insurance in Stanberry as well. So again, Mike, we talked about Stanberry boys got the lost in the seed upset on Monday night, but again, it's a team that is very different from last year.
Well, absolutely, and you know it was a one game doesn't make a season, as you well know. Nick Groomer's established himself as one of the top coaches in Northwest Missouri. He lost Brad Haley last year. He's now playing in college. Those are big shoes to fill because he did so much. You know, he played on the point for them, leading rebounder, leading scorer. Now, they've got some kids back that have been on the floor, but as we talked before, they are now playing different roles, and it's just a period of adjustment. It'll happen, but it's just a period of adjustment for them. And for King City, they also lost a lot. Colin Breckenridge, one of the top players in the area, and it's just a matter of can he get anybody to help him on the offensive end for King City.
And as we take a look here at the starters, King City will be wearing their road purple jerseys with white lettering outlined in gold. Stanberry will be wearing their home white jerseys with gold lettering outlined in black. Taking a look at your starters here for King City with the senior Zach Poling, junior Braden Gilbert will get the start, senior Cameron Simmerly, senior Colin Breckenridge, and senior Carson Metzger will be your starters tonight here for the King City boys. Starters for Stanberry will be the senior Cole Durbin will get the start, along with senior Tristan Lager, junior Hunter Johnson, sophomore Colin Sanger, and senior Grady Matson. So again, it is a upperclassman bunch here for both teams. But again, some of these players are new to starting action here, as both teams had some good teams last year that lost some good players. So it'll be a matchup here in the final consolation game of the night. Game 4 of 4 here on the night on Albany TV as well from the Albany tournament, as we are just about ready to start our final game here of night number 3. And we'll have the consolation bracket completely finalized. It will be a 5:30 start between Albany King City girls at 5:30 on Friday. King City boys looking to try and make a trip to play at 7 o'clock over South Harrison. Stanberry is trying to block King City from playing in both consolations. Also like to thank Giratano Meat Company. They provide the meals here at the hospitality room here at Albany High School, and able to try some of their meatballs tonight. Definitely a good in there for Giratano Meat Company. And again, big thank you to them for providing for the hospitality room here at Albany High School.
You must have really liked them. You ate 12 of them.
And they were pretty big.
Well, they might have been an exaggeration.
It'll be Grady Matson jumping here with Braden Gilbert here at the center to start out the opening tip-off, and it's going to be tipped up. It'll be picked up here now by Tristan Lager. So Stanberry will start out with the basketball here. And over into the left wing this time here for Cole Durbin. King City will start out in the zone. Over to left wing quickly for Durbin, now for Tristan Lager inside the corner. He'll try and drive in, leaves it off for Colin Sager. And Sager not expecting it, goes out of bounds. It'll be King City basketball.
King City in the zone defense looks like a 1-2-2 with Breckenridge on the point. But as soon as that ball is entered, he drops down into the middle and makes it a 2-3 zone. Good look by King City.
Breckenridge gets it in that time to Zach Poling, but a foul going to be called here against Colin Sangers. He'll pick up his first.
And if you watch King City play last year, they may not have had the most talent in the world, but Corbin Coe did a great job with those kids, controlling tempo, having sets for them to run, and I'm really impressed with what he's done with. He's had some good players, but not the same level of talent maybe as some other teams in the area.
First shot by Zach Poling is up and good. Second shot up and good as well as King City takes a quick 2-0 lead here 30 seconds into the ball game. It was a King City team on Monday night that was led only by Colin Breckenridge. And they're going to have to get scoring out of other players tonight. It was the same way for Stanberry. They were pretty much led by Colin Sager. And Breckenridge comes away with the rebound here. Quickly gets it out this time for Poling on the left block. He'll put up the shot. He's able to knock it down. Good for two. Poling here with the first 4 quick points here. 50 seconds into the ball game. King City leads 4-0.
Colin has really gotten bigger. Good football player. And that's can do nothing, but doesn't look like it's hurt his quickness, but it's really going to help him in around the basket. He's going to have to do a lot for this King City team.
Sager throws it across court to Durbin, inside now to Lager, trying to get it inside to Johnson, stolen away, and it's going to be Zach Poling who comes away. He'll get it off for Breckenridge. Breckenridge quickly brings it down the court. He'll try and lay it up off the glass, not able to get it off the bad angle, and the rebound is made by Grady Matson. Colin Sager now with it into the right wing here for Stanberry. Up to the top of key now for Lager. Left wing for Johnson, into the corner again for Durbin. Swinging it across this time here for Sager. Now for Lager. He'll drive in. Ball's going to be stripped here by Breckenridge, and now Zach Poling will bring it across here for the Wildcats. Leaves it off now for Breckenridge on the left wing. Breckenridge on the baseline, trying to find something to do with it here from Wildcats. Brings it up to the top here for Braden Gilbert, the junior. Ball will be stripped this time, though, by the junior Hunter Johnson. Lager brings it across for Stanberry left wing. Into the corner here for Sager. He'll now drive baseline. Tries to get it off, and it's going to be blocked, knocked out of bounds here by Colin Breckenridge.
Pretty good athleticism by both teams here. Both teams still early in the year, still trying to get their legs under them, feel where they are. Colin Sager taking the ball out of bounds, did a nice job. Started as a freshman last year, and he and Lager both had some big games and big baskets for their team.
Trying to swing it across to Sager, who's open on the right wing. Shot from 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound is going to be made here by Cameron Simmerly. Picked up this time by Gilbert, and a foul is going to be called here against the senior Grady Matson. He'll pick up his first. That'll be the second foul called here early against Stanberry. None called here against King City. We're 2.5 into the ball game. It's a 4-0 King City lead.
Stanberry's going to press, and really a key for them,
as they'll do a man-to-man press here, as Tristan Lager trying to force a turnover, and a jump ball is going to be called as it was Hunter Johnson trying to steal it away that time from Cameron Simmerly. But again, good pressure that time brought on by the senior Lager.
Yeah, and they're going to try to get the ball in the hands of Breckenridge, and if nothing, if he gets it, they're going to be really hard to press because he doesn't turn it over, and he makes really good decisions on the offensive end.
And the senior Cole Durbin has the task of trying to guard Colin Breckenridge as Tristan Lagerbout comes in with another steal from Cameron Simmerly. Checking in now, here's going to be Brian Medina and also Tyler Swayback. So it's Swayback and Medina were the first two off the bench again for Stanberry on Monday as well.
Swayback, a freshman. If you saw him playing junior high, expect big things from him down the road.
And a carrying violation called there against Zach Poling and the Wildcats. Both teams look pretty even in athleticism and height. Not too many times during this tournament we've seen teams that have both of those and against each other.
I'm always curious, as close as some of these schools are, who do they see as their big rival? Here, King City, Stanberry, what are they, 8-9 miles apart, 10 miles apart?
Mm-hmm.
Often what it is that the rivalry? Is Albany and Stanberry the rivalry? Stanberry, Worth County? I'd say in football, Stanberry and Worth County probably is.
I'd say in basketball, it's Stanberry, Jefferson.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I said I was looking at the names for the girls' game that's coming up tomorrow night. There's a lot of same last names, so there's also family rivalries. As Johnson gets the ball stripped, Medina will come away with it, gives it back up to Johnson. Over now for Sager. Sager now for Durbin on the right wing, now for Medina. Back again here for Cole Durbin, trying to get it over now for Sager into the corner. Again with it is Medina. Back Sager now for Swayback. Into the corner again now here for Cole Durbin. Back for Swayback and Medina over on the left wing. In for Colin Sager in the corner now. Cole Durbin, shot from 3. Off the mark, no good. Johnson has the ball stripped away here this time by Cameron Simmerly. He'll get it off now for Colin Breckenridge, who brings it across the court. Over halfway gone with the first quarter of play. 4-0 King City with the lead. Breckenridge drives in and lays it in off the glass. And a timeout is going to be called here by Stanberry. That'll be a 30-second timeout. Back with more in 30 seconds here on Albany TV. Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificate to deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Welcome back out to Albany High School. It's a 6-0 King City lead. Already 4:15 gone here in the first quarter of play. Sager will walk it across the center court logo here in Albany. Gives it off now for Swayback. Over now to left wing this time now for Durbin. Now back to Swayback over the right wing now for Medina into the corner now for Sager on the baseline. Back again now for Medina, bringing it across for Durbin. As the Bulldogs try and figure out how to get it across into this King City zone. Sager steps away from the defender, puts it up, and knocks it down good for 2.
Nice pump fake. Put it on the floor with a bounce. Gets a wide open look. Set himself up really well. He's going to be a force in this conference in years to come.
Bringing it across here is Poling. He'll now drive it down into the wing. Gives it up now to the top of the key here for Simmerly. He's guarded closely here by Medina. Trying to bring it inside this time now for Metzger. Now back out again for Breckenridge. Breckenridge will try and drive in. Turns around, leaves it off this time for Metzger. He's not able to control the pass. Picked up now by Durbin. Nice. Durbin quickly gets it off now for Medina.
Nice no-look pass by Breckenridge. Just wasn't handled.
Sager into the corner now for Durbin. Now back for Sager. Cross court this time now for Swayback into the corner for Medina. Now Swayback has an open 3 but overlooks it now for Durbin. Now back again for Sager. Back Durbin now up to the top of the key here for Medina. Medina now drives in, gives it off for Sager. Back up for Durbin. Over to left wing for Swayback into the corner for Medina. Brings it inside this time to Johnson up at the top post. Now back for Medina. Shot from 3. Off the mark, but Sager there with the rebound. Goes up and under, not able to get it to go. And an over-the-back call is going to be called here against Hunter Johnson.
Good ball movement. Got a good shot. Just didn't get it to drop.
Brady Matson checking in along with Tristan Lager. Also checking in is going to be Clayton McCune.
And just from the looks of things, this is going to be a low-scoring game. Both teams are very deliberate, going to be very patient.
Simmerly with the basketball. His team with a 6-2 lead with underneath 2 minutes left to go here in the first. Colin Breckenridge will drive in on the baseline. Tries to go up and under, not able to get it to go. Rebound's going to be made there by Grady Matson. He'll give it off now for Lager. Lager with it on the left wing up to the top. The key for Swayback over to the right wing for McCune into the corner this time now for Durbin. Trying to get the ball inside to the sophomore Clayton McCune, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Will remain Stanberry basketball.
It really looks like King City is going to make them prove they can hit that outside jump shot. And so far they've passed up some shots.
Swayback with it, sends it out for Lager into the corner this time now for Durbin. He'll send it for Lager. Lager will drive in and had an open McCune in the corner, but going up for the shot that's going to be stripped away here for King City. Over now for left for Parker Muff. Shot up, no good. Rebound made there by Simmerly, and a jump ball will be called. And it will go here now for Stanberry.
Thought Lager might have passed up a 3 and just got a little too deep. Might have had a pull-up jump shot too, but that's what we're talking about. King City's really going to jam that zone down and make them shoot it.
Swayback tries to get it inside that time to Grady Matson and will pick up his foot, and it'll be called for a traveling violation. 6-2, King City with the lead. 1:05 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Breckenridge will inbounds. Breckenridge inbounds here for Zach Poling, who brings it across. He'll bring it down to the baseline now, pulls back up, leaves it off for Breckenridge. Breckenridge now sends it down into the corner this time now for the freshman Parker Muff. Now Breckenridge shot from three, able to knock it down good. 9-2 underneath a minute left to go in the first.
Such a tough guard because he can hit the three, put it on the floor.
McCune tries to answer back with a three of his own, and the Southmore knocks it down from behind the arc. Now it's back to a 4-point ball game, 9-5. 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play.
Grady Matson tried to give McCune a celebratory bump and almost knocked him down. McCune doesn't have a lot of bricks in his pocket. I mean, he's not real big.
Parker Muff has it, sends it up to the top of the key this time for Breckenridge. 14 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Given off this time now for Cameron Simmerly, now for Poling. Gives it off now for Breckenridge. Shot from three. He nails down a second tray from the right wing. Bringing it across a Swayback, takes a shot at the buzzer, and just misses it at the buzzer. 12-5, King City with the lead here over Stanberry, looking for another big upset here on the consolation side of the bracket. Back with more in 1 minute on Albany TV.
El Rey Papi's Mexican restaurant in King City brings the taste of Mexico to Gentry County. El Rey Papi's has moved into the old friends in King City. El Rey Papi's has all of your favorite Mexican dishes, plus Tex-Mex and American food. Come on into El Rey Papi's Mexican restaurant in King City. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Fridays and Saturday, 11 to 10, and on Sunday from 11 to 8. Or call 660-535-4318 or 816-273-7913 for carryout. Family Health Pharmacy in Stanberry provides superior prescription service and healthcare products in a friendly and professional manner. The staff at Family Health Pharmacy treat their customers with the utmost integrity, respect, and compassion. They're dedicated to delivering a great pharmacy experience with a goal of helping their valued customers live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Visit Family Health Pharmacy on the east side of the square in Stanberry or give them a call at 660-783-0700. That's Family Health Pharmacy in Stanberry.
And welcome back out to Albany High School. It's a 12-5 lead here for King City as they enter with the basketball here to start out the second quarter. Breckenridge gives it off for Simmerly, and then Tristan Lagerbout steals it away in the front court. Simmerly gets it off this time now for Breckenridge on the far sideline. He'll give it off this time now for Poling. Poling spins away from defender and then loses the basketball. Picks up now here by Hunter Johnson. He'll give it off now for Lager. Lager gives it off for Sager on the left wing. Medina now with it up at the top key over the right corner this time now for Hunter Johnson. Over now for Lager up at the top of the key, trying to get it now for Sager. Now for Medina, trying to get it inside to Grady Matson, swatted away. And it'll be Simmerly trying to go coast to coast. He'll put it up in transition. He'll be fouled and will go to the line as Hunter Johnson now picks up his second foul.
Their coaches are saying rather than try to block that, just step in and take the charge. I don't think Simmerly could have gotten stopped had he set himself to take it, but impressive early going by King City. Stanberry will get going. It's just may take a few games to get themselves sorted out.
Simmerly's first shot is up and no good. It'll be Cole Durbin that'll now check back in here for Stanberry, as Hunter Johnson will come out with 2 fouls here just 46 seconds into the second quarter. Second shot from Simmerly, up and good. It's a 13-5 King City lead here with 7:10 left to go in the second. Into the corner now for Cole Durbin. They'll bring it up now for Lager. Over now for Medina, into the corner this time now for Sager. Trying to send it across court this time for Durbin, into the corner now for Lager. Now for Medina. Back to Lager. He'll try and drive in, leaves it off into the corner again for Medina. Now for Lager, shot from 3. And he hits the long tray.
And that's kind of the one you've been waiting for. They're going to bust up that King City zone. If Lager can hit a couple, you don't panic when they hit one, but if they hit one or two in a row, maybe got to make an adjustment.
Simmerly with it. He'll send over to the right wing this time now for Poling. He'll drive in, puts up a shot. He's able to put it in good for 2. Poling now here with 6 quick points here in the ball game. 15-8. King City with the lead. 6:15 left to go in the second. Sager into Medina in the left corner. Medina now gives it off for Durbin on the baseline. He'll now try and go up and under, and he's going to be fouled, and the foul is going to go here against Parker Muth, the freshman, who will pick up his first personal and first team foul called here against King City here in the half.
When that ball goes into the low post or down on the baseline, short corner, opposite, you almost want to get yourself on the baseline where they can find you across it with that baseline pass. And if Lager had taken 2 steps toward the baseline, he's got another wide open 17-footer.
Senior Metzger checks back in for the freshman Muff as the first shot from Colt Durbin is no good. Second shot upcoming now here from Durbin. Up and good as it rolls in. 15-9, 6:09 left to go here in the second quarter of play. Ball inbounds here now for Colin Breckenridge. And you kind of notice as soon as Breckenridge gets the basketball, Stanberry's defense kind of lets up, but if it goes to anybody else, they kind of get a little closer.
Absolutely, and you almost think if you're going to press, you almost want to take a player off of the inbounder and try to double Breckenridge and try to get anybody else to get it but him.
And Breckenridge there fouled by Cole Durbin, who picks up his first foul. 15th foul already called here against the Bulldogs. Again, not quite 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It's a 15-9 lead here for the Wildcats. Poling with the basketball, gives it off to Breckenridge on the right wing. He's already knocked down 2 trays from over on that side. Cameron Simmerly with it now here on the left wing. Simmerly guarded here by the taller Colin Sager. Gives off now for Breckenridge. Now Braden Gilbert with it. Gilbert tries to drive in, leaves it off now for Poling. Poling drives around, leaves it off into the corner that time now for Simmerly. Trying to get the ball inside, that time to Breckenridge, and it'll be Simmerly that comes back out to the top, gives it off to Breckenridge. He'll now drive in, puts up a shot against a couple wide hands, and one of them will get a piece. We'll see which one is going to be called for the foul.
You know, they almost say sometimes the best way to defend a really good player, once he gives it up, get all over him and don't let him get it back. Now, sometimes that's easier said than done.
As the first shot is up and no good there by Breckenridge. Durbin will come out with 2 fouls. Checking in for him is going to be Tyler Swayback. And a 30-second timeout going to be called here by Stanberry. We're back with more in 30 seconds on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 8 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you, member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you, BTC Bank.
And welcome back out here to Albany High School. 15-9, 5:24 left to go here in the second quarter of play. Stanberry in foul trouble here early. 2 players sitting down with 2 fouls, and Hunter Johnson and Cole Durbin already with 6 fouls already here on the team. And still 5:24 left to go in the second. Second shot of 2 from Colin Breckenridge, up and good as he knocks down the second. As they are now 4 for 6 from the free throw line here in the first half.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out that Breckenridge and Poling are 2 that they really need to, that you're really going to need to control if you want to stay in the ball game with King City.
Trying to get the ball inside to Tyler Swayback, and it'll be thrown. Now Breckenridge will inbounds here for King City. Inbounds it out here for Poling. He'll be guarded closely here by Swayback. Gets around his defender now. Brings it over to the left wing, and again, that's a senior against a freshman there. Carson Metzger with it on the baseline. He'll put up a shot as his defender leaves him, but it's going to be a rebound made here by Grady Matson as it comes out of the rim. Tristan Lager sends it to Swayback. Over now for Sager into the corner now for Medina. Medina inside this time for Swayback. He'll try and go up and under. Can't put it in. Rebound made here by Metzger and gives it off now for Breckenridge. Now
Nice
quickly Poling.
Nice take by the freshman. And King City did a nice job of pushing the ball up the sideline. Tough fall, but there's no evil intent there. Just didn't get there on defense.
Stanberry now in trouble. Durbin, Johnson, and Madsen now with 2 fouls. And now King City in the bonus the rest of the way through. Polling's first shot up and good. He's now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Clayton McCoon checks in, as well does Austin Swayback, as Medina and Madsen will check in. So it's Tyler and Austin Swayback that are in, along with Colin Sanger, Brian Medina, and Clayton McCoon, as Zach Poling is able to knock down his 4th free throw here in the first half. Into McCoon into the left corner.
Now, if I'm Lager, get your feet set and ready to shoot this thing if it gets back to you. Kind of got pushed out of their offense right there, but.
Over to left wing for McCoon now for Sager. Up to the top of the key here now for Tyler Swayback. Now in for Austin. Now it'll be Sager with it on the left wing. Over now for the right wing here for Lager. He'll try and drive in. Goes around defenders and is able to put it up and good.
Good take and a good play by Austin Swayback. Freshman got the ball in the post.
Ball still on the ground, finally picked up by Parker Muff, trying to get it in that time for Cameron Simmerly. Out of bounds, though, called here against Sager. Checking.
I'm sorry, Jared, go ahead.
I said checking back in here is Colin Breckenridge.
Looking at that last possession with the ball, it's like getting nibbled to death by ducks. You know, the ball is just, everything's so close to a steal or so close to a good play, nothing quite materialized.
Simmerly with it on the right wing, drives in. Now gives it off this time for Poling. Takes a shot from 3. Might have been tipped that time there by Austin Swayback. Bringing it across now. Here's Lager. Now for Sager into the corner. Gives it off this time for Lager. He'll leave it off this time for McCoon. Now again, Swayback over to left wing this time now for Sager. Over into Lager into the corner. Cross court this time now for McCoon. Now for Tyler Swayback and now for Austin Swayback. McCoon. He'll drive in. He'll put up a floater. It's going to be blocked that time by Muff. And now Lager comes away with it. He'll be guarded against Breckenridge. He'll put up the shot, and Tristan Lager's able to get it in over the taller Breckenridge.
Nice lift by Lager. He's got 7 here in the second quarter.
Quickly bringing it across that time is the freshman Parker Muff, who lays it in off the glass. Good for 2. 20-13 underneath. 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter of play. Tyler Swayback has got the ball picked that time by Breckenridge. He finally picks it up in the backcourt. And now throws it over for Zach Poling on the left wing. He'll take a dribble in, takes a shot, and nails it down from 3. Zach Poling here quickly with 11 points here in the first half. 2:35 left to go in the second. 23-13. King City with a 10-point lead. Into the corner this time now with it is Lager. Over to left wing this time now here for Tyler Swayback. Now sent across court again here for Lager. He'll drive in, puts up a shot. He knocks it in off the glass. Good for 2.
And he's kind of keeping Stanberry in the game right now with 9. Stanberry had a little run there to get within 5, and a 3-pointer and a layup by Muff.
Medina ready to come to the next check here for Stanberry. Shot from 3, and quickly Colin Breckenridge hits his 3rd tray of the night. 26-15.
And he's a couple feet behind the line to knock that down. You still got to challenge the shot. You got to get a hand up, jump at it. You don't want to foul him, but you got to challenge the shot.
Lager with it in the corner. Now sends it across court this time for Tyler Swayback. Shot from inside the arc. He knocks it down. Good for 2. As the freshman hits a big one. 26-17. As we thought this would be a low-scoring game, both teams' offense is starting to click here in the second.
Well, now Stanberry's gotten in a little rhythm. Now it's just they got to get some stops. There's one. Now can they keep it going on the offensive end?
And now Sager will take a shot from 3, and he knocks it down. 26-20. A 10-point lead now down to 6 with 1 minute left to go in the second. Spinning around a defender and bringing it across is Breckenridge. He'll leave it off for Simmerly. Now it's back up to the top. The king over to the right now again for Breckenridge. He'll leave it off this time now for the freshman Parker Muff. Colin Breckenridge, another deep 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound by Poling. He'll give it off for Muff. He'll take a 3. He knocks it down.
Muff with a rainbow.
29-20, 36 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We've got a good one on our hands here in Albany. Over to the right wing this time now for Lager. Over for Tyler Swybach in the corner. A swat going to be called there against Parker Muff. He'll pick up his second.
Muff's had a layup and a three-pointer here late in the second quarter. Maybe just gotten a little over-anxious.
Medina checks in here for Tyler Swayback, and this is kind of the first stoppage and play that we've had here in a little bit. Colin Sanger quickly off the inbounds, knocks down another three.
Just fell asleep on defense for King City.
So Stanberry gets a warning there for hitting the ball after the buckets. It's a 6-point King City lead, 29-23, 15 seconds left. They have it in their playmaker's hand, and Colin Breckenridge over to the right for Parker Muff. He'll try and drive in, loses the ball for Tristan Lager. He'll bring it across with 10 seconds left to go here in the half. 4 seconds, he'll set up to the top of key for Sager. His shot off the front of the iron, no good. 29-23, King City leading over Stanberry. We're back into the halftime when we come back in a couple moments here on Albany TV.
The Albany Hy-Vee Pharmacy will be opening soon. The Hy-Vee Pharmacy in Albany will be opening on Thursday, December 6th, starting at 9 a.m. Albany Hy-Vee Pharmacy will have free prescription delivery, immunization services, automated refill ordering, pharmacy drive-through lane, free blood pressure checks, and generic prescriptions. The Albany Hy-Vee Pharmacy will also have more ways to fill your prescription online or through the Hy-Vee app. Albany Hy-Vee will open Thursday, December 6th, starting at 9 a.m. The King City School District is proud to support their students, athletes, coaches, teachers, and staff at the King City School. King City School District understands that the teamwork that is built out on the playing surfaces will help their students succeed in the future. Proud supporter of all King City Wildcats is the King City School District. And the King City School District wants to say, go Wildcats! Marcy Sager of Marcy Sager Insurance Agency is your local independent insurance agent in Albany. Let Marcy help you save money on your residential, farm, liability, auto, and commercial insurance needs. Marcy at Marcy Sager Insurance Agency will help you find the best quote for your needs. Call Marcy Sager Insurance Agency today at 660-726-3310 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Albany.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Are you getting close to Medicare age? Are you having problems trying to find which plan is the best route for you? Give Ron Peterson a call in Stanberry. Ron will sit down with you and help you navigate you to the right type of Medicare supplements that you need and which ones you don't. Give Ron Peterson a call for all of your Medicare supplement needs at 660-783-2526. At 660-726-2526.
In sports, success is measured in points, wins, and trophies. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most, and the occasional trophy, like the one from J.D. Power for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter. For J.D. Power 2018 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Give Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson a call in Stanberry today at 660-783-0600.
And welcome back out here to Albany High School, where it's a lead here for The King City boys over Stanberry. I'd like to thank our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Banquet locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Smithfield Hog Production, Missouri. El Rey Poppy's Mexican Restaurant in King City. Toby Gilbert Tire of King City. The King City School District. Marcy Sager Insurance of Albany. The Spec Shop in Stanberry and Maryville. Family Health Pharmacy of Stanberry. Bank Northwest in Stanberry. Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson. Ron Peterson Insurance in Stanberry. And Albany Hy-Vee. So it is a game in which King City leads 29-23. It was a 12-5 lead for King City at the end of one. Stanberry, King City really trading possessions there at the end of the half. It really made for some exciting basketball. We were even commenting, that's fun to watch right there between those two teams.
Well, both teams are very disciplined, and I think it was a situation, the way it started, it was like pulling teeth to get a basket scored. And both of them started to get into a rhythm in the second quarter. We're up and down, and between Poling and Breckenridge, they pretty much dominated the scoring, although Muff gave them a big lift with a layup that, if you ask the Stanberry coaches, that looked like it had NBA written all over it. He might have taken 3 or 4 steps to get there, but they didn't call the traveling. Then hit a rainbow three, and I thought Lager did a nice job of keeping them in it, and then Sager hit some big shots to keep them close. And 6-point game, it's anybody's ball game in the second half.
Colin Breckenridge leading the way for King City with 12 points. Zach Poling with 11. Parker Muff with a big NBA layup, and then also a big three-pointer. He has 5 points. Cameron Simmerly with 1. Stanberry, they're led by Tristan Lager with 9 points. Colin Sager with 8. Clayton McCune had a big 3. And then Tyler Swaybach with 2 points. Cole Durbin with 1. Big thing for Stanberry, they've got quite a few big guys out on the bench with 2 fouls. Cole Durbin, Hunter Johnson, and Grady Matson have not seen much playing time due to the foul trouble.
You're right, and I thought the 2 Swaybach brothers came in and did a nice job. I don't think they scored a lot of points. I think was it Austin had a basket or Tyler?
Tyler
had 1 basket, but they've done some nice things in trying to play defense. They're athletic young men. They can hit some shots. They're still feeling their way. They're not trying to do too much as freshmen. They're just trying to blend in with everybody else on the floor. And I thought they got a nice lift from those 2 guys off the bench, along with Medina. And Sager and Lager did the scoring, but those other guys have to do some things too on the defensive end to try to keep it close.
And we saw King City come out in that zone defense, and you saw kind of what we were wanting the Albany girls to do against the zone a couple of nights ago, really moving it around, really trying to find that open man. Didn't quite find it there in the first quarter. Finally opening those open shots here in the second and knocking them down.
Well, and the Albany girls finally started to do some of that in the second half and got some decent looks at the basket. And here you're seeing Stanberry not do it. It's not happening just once or twice. They just keep moving it, and sooner or later somebody's going to pop open and get a free look at the basket. And that's just good basketball. I think that's the way I learned to play it, and I just think and I'm old school, but I think that's the way the game should be played. It's just patience is a virtue. Somebody said, I don't know who it was that said it, but it's true in basketball just as well. If you can pressure at both ends, if you can run the ball down the floor, if you don't have it, bring the ball back out and be patient on offense. And if you can pressure on defense and continue that pressure, be patient with your pressure, hey, you're going to have a heck of a basketball team. That pressure and patience, I think, are the 2 key things in basketball to win.
And we'll be back to start the second half when we come back in 1 minute here on Albany TV.
Smithfield Hog Production, Missouri knows that the future to great success is built off of hard work and dedication. Smithfield Hog Production knows that all of the area student athletes aspire for greatness by putting in the hard work, dedication, discipline, and teamwork needed to achieve that success. That's why Smithfield Hog Production, Missouri is proud of all area student athletes and wish them luck this academic year in all of their extracurricular activities. The Spec Shop in Stanberry and Maryville have over 30 years of experience in providing quality eye care. Spec Shop features experienced doctors plus a large selection of frames for any budget and several brands of contacts in stock. Spec Shop has an in-house lab, which means that you get your lenses back quicker. For knowledgeable and friendly staff, contact the Spec Shop at 660-582-8911 in Maryville or 660-783-2870 in Stanberry. Toby Gilbert Tire in King City can help you with your tire problems, whether it be big or small, for a tractor, pickup, or even car. When you have a problem, whether it be in the field or on the road service, Toby Gilbert Tire in King City has you covered. That's Toby Gilbert Tire. Give them a call today at 660-535-6200. Again, that's 660-535-6200 for Toby Gilbert Tire, where they have uptown service with out-of-town prices. Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back out to Albany High School as we get set here to start out the second half. 29-23, King City with the lead. It'll be Stanberry that'll start out with the basketball. That'll start out the second half. It'll be Johnson, Lager, Sager, Madsen, and Durbin. And then it will be Metzger, Breckenridge, Gilbert, Simmerly, and Poling. That'll be out for King City.
Be interesting to see if we pick up where we left off or if it's going to take a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things here.
And I'm sure head coach of the Albany or the Stanberry Bulldogs are hoping that it is not as long of a delay as it took them to start out the beginning of the game. As Cole Durbin tries to get up and good, he can't get it now. Grady Madsen will pick up his third personal pretty quickly as he gets an over-the-back call just 18 seconds here into the second half.
Well, based on what happened in that second quarter, they got a good lift from their bench. Maybe more so offensively than defensively.
Medina will check in now here for Grady Madsen. Bringing it across here is Metzger. You also have to think a couple of these players here for Stanberry didn't play a lot of time there in the first half. They're still trying to get their feet wet here in the game as Johnson comes away with a big defensive play and then comes away with the rebound. Foul going to be called here against Carson Metzger. He'll pick up his first. That's just the third foul that's been called on any King City player tonight.
But it almost looked like that possession, Stanberry just said, we're going to stay with Breckenridge. We're not going to try to help. We're just going to try to keep him from catching the ball. We don't care what anybody else does, but he's not going to do it.
Breckenridge knocks that one away. And now it will be Breckenridge that comes up with the basketball. He'll be guarded here by Durbin. Gives it off for Poling. Now back for Breckenridge. Back up to the top of the key this time now here for Cameron Simmerly. Giving off for Breckenridge as he's guarded by Durbin into the corner this time now for Braden Gilbert. He'll drive in, leaves it off for Poling. Poling's going to be called here for a double dribble as he lost the basketball and then tried to pick it back up. It'll be Stanberry basketball here on the near sideline in front of the King City bench. Over to the right wing this time now. Lager trying to get into Johnson. About stolen away, though, that time by Breckenridge. Quickly brings it across now here for King City. Over now for Gilbert. He'll put it up. Can't get it in. Now it'll be Colin Sager quickly getting off now for Tristan Lager as he brings it across court. Up to the top of the key. Shot from 2 that time. Made that by Colin Sager as his foot was on the line. Down to a 3-point ball game, 29-26, 6:10 left to go here in the third.
They're going to use Lager and Durbin to guard King City's 2 best offensive players. See what we get here.
Braden Gilbert with it, guarded here by Sager. Ball about stolen away that time by Medina. Now it's going to be stolen away here by Lager. Lager quickly coming across. He's going to be fouled here on the floor by Zach Poling. That'll be the first personal foul called here against Zach Poling. Second foul called here against King City in the half. And a timeout is going to be called here by the Wildcats. A 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more in 30 seconds on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 8 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you, member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Welcome back out to Albany High School. It's a 29-26 King City lead. Stanberry with the basketball, down by 3. 5:50 left to go in the third. Medina shot from 3. We'll tie it. And we're all tied up 29-all.
Big bucket by the senior off the bench. Nice shot by Medina. We're a new ball game.
5:37 left to go here in the third. With it now is Breckenridge. Again, he had 12 points in the first half for the Wildcats. Poling with 11. He'll have the ball stripped, and it's going to be out of bounds here off of King City. So King City had a 6-point lead going in half. Stanberry has now been able to erase that, and now has the basketball with 5:20 left to go here in the third.
Isn't it amazing what some offensive efficiency does for your defensive intensity? Stanberry looks like they've really picked it up here in the second half.
Durbin about is able to get the and one opportunity, but the ball rolls out. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. And this foul here against King City is going to go against Braden Gilbert as he'll pick up his first. Shot up and no good here by Cole Durbin. He was 1 for 2. He was the only person for the Bulldogs to shoot free throws in the first half as he went 1 for 2. King City went 6 for 8 there in the first half. Next shot up and good as Durbin's able to hit home the second. It's a 1-point Stanberry lead. Ball inbounds here now for Poling. And the ball's going to go off of Tristan Lager, kept in play by Hunter Johnson. He'll get it now for Medina. Quickly off now for Durbin on the baseline. He'll send it up to the top of the key, wide open. Sager has time to set his feet. Ball just rolls out. Rebound made by Johnson, and a foul's going to be called here against Carson Metzger, who picks up his second.
Stanberry just has a little more spring in their step, a little more confidence coming out here in the second half. They've sailed back from a 6-point deficit. I think they've pitched a shutout so far here in the second half.
And they have, as Durbin is able to get it to fall in as he knocks it down from the right elbow. And the ball's going to go out of bounds as it's caught by Braden Gilbert on the inbounds. 32-29. A 9-0 run here for the Bulldogs to start out. And the first 3:12 here in the second half. Tristan Lager shot from 3. He's able to knock it down good.
Might want a timeout right here.
And that's exactly what's going to happen here. It'll be a timeout called here by King City. And it's going to be a full timeout. We're back with more in 60 seconds here on Albany TV.
Family Health Pharmacy in Stanberry provides superior prescription service and healthcare products in a friendly and professional manner. The staff at Family Health Pharmacy treat their customers with the utmost integrity, respect, and compassion. They're dedicated to delivering a great pharmacy experience with a goal of helping their valued customers live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Visit Family Health Pharmacy on the east side of the square in Stanberry or give them a call at 660-783-0700. That's Family Health Pharmacy in Stanberry. El Rey Papi's Mexican restaurant in King City brings the taste of Mexico to Gentry County. El Rey Papi's has moved into the old friends in King City. El Rey Papi's has all of your favorite Mexican dishes, plus Tex-Mex and American food. Come on into El Rey Papi's Mexican restaurant in King City. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Fridays and Saturday, 11 to 10, and on Sunday from 11 to 8. Or call 660-535-4318 or 816-273-7913 for carryout.
So after a 12-0 run to start out the third quarter of play, it's a lead now here for the Bulldogs. 35-29, 4.5 left to go in the third. Poling will leave it off this time now for Cameron Simmerly. Simmerly sends it now over for Braden Gilbert, now back up to Breckenridge. He'll drive in. Guarded against Durbin. He'll get the bucket and the foul.
I was just getting ready to say, if anybody but Breckenridge or Poling shoots this time down the floor, I will be absolutely shocked.
Tyler Swayback ready to come in now here for Stanberry, as I'm sure he'll come in for Johnson. Durbin, though, picked up his third foul. Sorry, it'll be Durbin that'll come out, yes, and Johnson will stay in. So Grady Matson and Cole Durbin each on the bench with 3 fouls. Medina and Tyler Swayback out on the floor here for Stanberry. 35-31. Shot up and good that time from Colin Breckenridge. Now 2 for 3 from the free throw line after going 1 for 2 there in the first half. It's now back down to a 3-point ball game. Stanberry, though, with the lead. Into the corner for Medina. They were able to break apart the King City zone defense there at the end of the second quarter. Shot up there by Medina, not able to get it to go. Rebound made there by the freshman Swayback. Now gets it to Longer. He'll drive baseline. He'll put up the floater. Again, not able to get it to go as it rolls out. Rebound made here by Breckenridge. He'll quickly get it off this time now for Gilbert. It's going to be knocked out of bounds here off of Tristan Longer. Remain King City basketball. Checking in will be the freshman Parker Muff, who had 5 big points there in the first half, as Metzger will come out. Ball inbounds into the backcourt this time for Cameron Simmerly. Again, these are 2 teams that will meet each other quite a bit this season, and the first meeting here at the Albany tournament is a pretty exciting one here with 3:39 left to go in the third.
Good ball game, very entertaining. And right now, it looks like everything points to Stanberry's got this zone figured out.
Sager rolls in now, gives it off for Medina on the right wing. He'll sidestep a defender, puts up a shot. Rebound's going to be made here by Breckenridge.
And I thought that time maybe Medina, just if he'd have made one more pass, I think he had Swayback. Didn't find him, took kind of an off-balance shot.
Gilbert puts up the shot, not able to get it, and then coming down with the rebound there, Parker Muff, then he will be fouled, and it's going to go against Hunter Johnson. So now Johnson, Durbin, and Madsen again out. But again, this is whenever Stanberry was able to make their moves last time. Actually, take that back. Grady Madsen will now check in here for Hunter Johnson. But again, those 3 with 3 fouls. And those are the only 3 players with fouls here for Stanberry. Ball inbounds here for Parker Muff. He'll lose the basketball, picked up by Poling, then given off for Gilbert. Over the right wing for Breckenridge. He'll drive in, leaves it off this time for Poling. Now he'll drive in. He'll put up a shot, lays it in off the glass, good for 2.
Good patience by the Wildcats. They've had some struggles here in the third quarter. Gave up the lead, but haven't panicked.
And now it's down to a 1-point ball game as Breckenridge steals it in the backcourt. He'll now give it off this time for Cameron Simmerly. Ball's going to be stolen away, though, now here by Medina. Medina will slow things up and try to set things up here for the Stanberry Bulldog offense. Over to the right wing, Tristan Longer, shot from 3. Not able to go. Rebounded by Parker Muff. Muff gives it off now here for Breckenridge. Breckenridge over to left wing this time now for Poling. He'll turn around, loses the basketball, picks it up. Throws it now out for Parker Muff for Simmerly. Over to the right wing this time now for Gilbert. Up to the top now for Breckenridge. Takes a shot over Medina. He knocks it down from 3.
You know, he's good at taking the ball to the basket too, but you just can't let him shoot the ball in your face. You've got to challenge a shot.
2:05 left to go in the third. It's now a 2-point King City lead, 37-35. Now for Swayback. Over now into the corner for Medina. Back to Swayback, trying to bring it inside for Grady Matson inside the paint. He'll bounce it out to Sanger and now to the corner for Longer, and he's going to be fouled here on the floor. Foul's going to go against Parker Muff, who now picks up his 3rd personal. He's been big off the bench here so far for King City. Checking in is going to be Landon Wells, the freshman for King City. Sophomore Clayton McCoon will check in here for South Harris, or here for Stanberry, as he'll check in for Brian Medina. Ball inbounds to McCoon. Now for Longer up at the top of the key. Ball swatted away there by Landon Wells. So Tyler Swayback will inbounds. Will inbounds it now for Longer. Over for Swayback. He'll drive in. Stolen away here by the freshman Wells. And he'll give it off this time for Breckenridge in the backcourt. Very close to being called a traveling violation, though, there on the freshman. Breckenridge goes in, and he's going to be called for the charge.
Good take by Grady Matson. Just maybe one of those you just want him to stop and shoot a short jump shot.
And that's the close one there because Grady Matson already with 3 fouls. And now checking in is Cole Durbin. And coming out will be Swayback.
Coach Corbin Coe wasn't too enamored of that call. Not going to change anybody's mind. I don't know if it's ever happened.
And with Breckenridge, that's a good thing, knowing that the guy he's going up against has 3 fouls, though. See if he can get him to move his feet. Over now for Colin Sanger on the right wing. Now back up for Lager. Lager to McCune on the left wing. Over now for Cole Durbin. Shot from 3 from the wing off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound is going to be made this time, though, by Tristan Lager and the Bulldogs, and a traveling violation called. 1:03 left to go in the third. 37-35. King City with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Inbounds here for Breckenridge. He'll quickly move it in. Now sends it back out for the freshman Wells. Wells sends it to the right this time for the freshman Parker Muff. Now into the corner for Poling. Back now for Breckenridge. Breckenridge will try and pull in now. Pulls back out. Takes a shot from 3. Long and rebounded by Sager. Sager bringing it across now here for the Bulldogs.
Always interested to see what coaches' philosophies are. Not many coaches go for 1 anymore.
Durbin takes the baseline, tries to go up and under, can't get it. Rebound by Matson. Now Lager. Now Sager shot from 3, knocks it down. Colin Sager hitting 3 big threes here on the night. So a sideline warning down here for the Bulldogs.
So we've had a delay of game warning and a sideline warning.
38.
I assume another one ends up in a technical foul.
38-37. Stanberry with a lead here with 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. King City has led at the end of the first, end of the second, and now a long shot there by the freshman Parker Muff, and it's Colin Sager bringing it across with underneath 10 seconds. Lager shot from 3 with 5. Off the mark, no good. Rebound is going to be made. McCune shot from 3, no good. 38-37. Stanberry has the lead here over King City. We're back with an exciting fourth quarter here from Albany when we come back in 1 minute on Albany TV.
The Albany Hy-Vee Pharmacy will be opening soon. The Hy-Vee Pharmacy in Albany will be opening on Thursday, December 6th, starting at 9 a.m. Albany Hy-Vee Pharmacy will have free prescription delivery, immunization services, automated refill ordering, pharmacy drive-through lane, free blood pressure checks, and generic prescriptions. The Albany Hy-Vee Pharmacy will also have more ways to fill your prescription online or through the Hy-Vee app. Albany Hy-Vee will open Thursday, December 6th, starting at 9 a.m. The King City School District is proud to support their students, athletes, coaches, teachers, and staff at the King City School. King City School District understands that the teamwork that is built out on the playing surfaces will help their students succeed in the future. Proud supporter of all King City Wildcats is the King City School District. And the King City School District wants to say, go Wildcats!
And welcome back out to Albany High School. A 1-point Stanberry lead as we enter the fourth quarter of play. King City will start with the basketball as we start the fourth.
King City kind of weathered that 12-0 run by Stanberry at the start of the third. Retook the lead, and then a 3 by Sager here has given Stanberry the 1-point edge, and we've got a barn burner here going into the fourth.
Similarly with the basketball up at the top of the key. He's guarded closely here by Sager. And a timeout is going to be called here by King City, a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here during this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook during this timeout. All right, Mike, it's a close game. Just 22 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game. Both teams been trading possessions. Breckenridge has been able to get going here in the second half. Zach Poling really hadn't been able to get it going yet. You need him to get back into it.
He's, those two guys are going to do take the majority of the shots here in the fourth quarter. Any other shots you see will be wide open looks, I would assume. Yeah, it's kind of right now. It's kind of a dueling banjos, Sager and Lager against Poling and Breckenridge, and see who can come out here in the fourth.
Again, Stanberry in a little bit of foul trouble. King City not really in too much foul trouble, but they have 6 fouls already here in the half. Stanberry with just 3. So next one here against King City will put Stanberry at the line for the bonus for the rest of the way out. Stanberry still has a couple more fouls to give. Breckenridge will inbounds into the backcourt for Poling. Stanberry in there, half-court man-to-man defense. Poling giving it off this time for Braden Gilbert. He'll go up, puts it up too hard, but then rebounded there by Metzger. And a foul is going to be called here against Tristan Lager. He'll pick up his first.
Well, I guess I was wrong because I thought they'd take the majority of the shots, and Braden Gilbert has been pretty quiet offensively in this game and took a little bit of a runner. Drew the foul. King City gets the ball back.
Breckenridge inbounds here now for Gilbert. Now up top for Cameron Simmerly. Simmerly over to left now for Gilbert. Now back up to the top. Key for Breckenridge is who they want the basketball to go through. Up to the top of the key this time for Poling. He'll now try and drive in. Leaves it off. Now for Simmerly over on the wing. Inside this time for Breckenridge. Brings all the defenders with him. And some of the defenders will move away. He'll put up a shot. Can't get it off. Rebound's going to be made here by Hunter Johnson. He'll give it off now for Sager. Sager now over for McCune inside the paint. He'll put it up and good for 2. And a big shot there by the sophomore.
2 big baskets by McCune.
And now Durbin there with the steal. Almost getting the bucket there is Tristan Lager. And now a foul going to be called.
Got it on Durbin, I believe.
And that'll be the 4th there on Durbin. 6:40 left to go. Checking back in now is going to be the freshman Tyler Swayback. He's played some big minutes tonight here for Stanberry.
McCune's had 2 big baskets. Big 3 in the first half and a big reverse layup right there to give him a 3-point lead.
Braden Gilbert gets the long inbounds. Ball tipped away and coming up big again there, Clayton McCune. Breckenridge again will inbounds now here for King City. Ball inbounds this time to Metzger. Now giving off for Simmerly. Now Poling trying to get it inside again for Breckenridge. Gives it off now for Poling. Again, Breckenridge with that deep 3 shot. Nails it again. That's 5 here in the ball game. All tied up at 40 all.
That's the safety net for King City. He's had an answer for every time it looks like Stanberry's about ready to get away. He hits a big shot.
Tristan Lager drives in as the ball picked this time, though, by Cameron Simmerly. He'll bring it across. He'll drive in. He'll put up a shot, and a charging foul going to be called here against Cameron Simmerly. And again, it's Hunter Johnson that takes the charge. Now he'll come out, and Grady Matson will check in. So 2 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. We're all tied up at 40 all. Bringing it across the midcourt. Here's going to be Sager. Now for Lager. Now back for Swaybach. Now McCune, who's had some big moments here in the 4th quarter already. Now it'll be Sager. He puts up a big shot.
Just a sophomore. He's going to be a monster in a couple of years.
Bringing it across this time now is going to be Colin Breckenridge. He'll be guarded by Medina. Gives it off this time now for Poling. He'll turn around, goes into the paint, leaves it off for Metzger. He'll go around the defender, puts up a shot. He's going to be fouled, and it's going to go against Grady Matson. That's number 4. And that's the 7th one here, or 6th one here against Stanberry. So next one will put King City in the bonus. Both teams will be bonus. Free throw from Metzger off the front of the iron. Checking in Johnson, also checking in, going to be Durbin and Medina. McCune will check out along with Grady Matson. Also Swayback will check out. Clayton McCune there with a good turnout on the court. Made a big shot, came away with a big block as well. Next shot up and good from Carson Metzger. It's a 1-point ball game, 42-41. Stanberry with the lead and the ball. Sager brings it across, trying to get it inside to Johnson. Stolen away that time by Poling. He'll give it off now for Breckenridge.
Not a great pass right there. Kind of went away from what they've done the whole game.
Metzger had
Just
an
tried to
open
force.
3, then decides to come in. He puts it up and good for 2. He has 3 points now here in the fourth quarter, his first points of the ball game.
Where's Metzger been?
Exactly. Over to left wing now, Sager into the corner this time now for Medina. Over to the right, Cole Durbin. He'll drive in, leaves it off into the corner. Tristan Lager, shot from 3. Too far, no good. Medina with the rebound. He'll put it back in for 2. Brian Medina with 5 points here in the second half. 44-43, Stanberry with the lead. King City with the basketball. Simmerly with it. He'll send up top this time now for Breckenridge. And this one's coming down to who's going to have the ball last. Breckenridge drives in, and a foul is going to be called here against Medina. Breckenridge will go to line for the 1-and-1.
2 long-time GRC opponents, 10 miles away from one another. What a great basketball game to watch. And I didn't think so the way this started out.
We thought it was going to be a slow, low-scoring game, but it has changed here with the start of that second quarter.
Almost a plodding pace in the first quarter, but man, things have changed these last 3 quarters.
As you think about it, Stanberry had just 5 there in the first. Next shot by Colin Breckenridge. He's 4 for 5 here in the ball game. It's going to come down to free throws and who has the last possession. 45-44 as King City now takes the lead. Ball tipped. Breckenridge with the steal. He'll bring it across now for the Wildcats. And they're going to call a traveling violation or a carry there by Colin Breckenridge. Stanberry with 3 full timeouts. King City with just 2. 4:13 left to go in the fourth.
Must have taken that off his knee, maybe, as he dribbled.
I want to say that's probably right. And Stanberry gets a lucky bounce there to Johnson. Shot by Medina, no good. Rebound's going to be made that time by Gilbert. He'll get it off for Poling. Poling brings it across the timeline. Now leaves it up on top for Breckenridge over to the right wing this time now for Cameron Simmerly. Gilbert with the basketball now for Poling up at the top of the key. He's been quiet here in the second half. Metzger with it. He'll try and get it inside this time now for Breckenridge. He's guarded by Medina. He'll come up into the paint. He'll put up a shot and lays in a floater good for 2.
Just too smart and too savvy around the basket is Breckenridge, and somebody's got to take on the role of getting him stopped if you're Stanberry.
25 points already here for Colin Breckenridge in the ball game. Timeout is going to be called here by Stanberry. Full timeout. Each team with 2 full timeouts remaining. It's a 3-point lead here for King City, 47-42. If you're not watching, you should be. Albany TV, we're back with more in just a moment.
Marcy Sager of Marcy Sager Insurance Agency is your local independent insurance agent in Albany. Let Marcy help you save money on your residential, farm, liability, auto, and commercial insurance needs. Marcy at Marcy Sager Insurance Agency will help you find the best quote for your needs. Call Marcy Sager Insurance Agency today at 660-726-3310 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Albany.
And welcome back out to Albany High School, 47-44. King City with a 3-point lead here over the Bulldogs. 3:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter, and it's going to be a close one all the way down the stretch here.
A lot of players have had their moments in this game, but now you're down to the last 3.5. You expect your studs to take over for you. Breckenridge has done some of that for King City.
Lager with it in the corner, sends it up to the top of the key, this time for Sager. Now back for Lager on the left wing. Over for Durbin, into the corner for McCune. He's had a couple big shots here for the Bulldogs. Sager with it. He's guarded closely here by Breckenridge. Now Lager drives in, leaves it off now for Sager. Shot from 3 to tie. Can't get it to fall, but rebound is going to be made there by Durbin. He puts it up and good for 2.
And you saw a change in defense by King City for the first time. They went man-to-man. And pretty good move by Corbin Coe. Stanberry is diagramming a play to go against that zone. King City foils it by going man-to-man on at least one possession. We'll see if they do it more than one.
Timberlake for Poling, shot from 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound's going to be made by Johnson. And a foul is going to be called here on the floor against Stanberry. And it's going to go here against Hunter Johnson. That'll be his fourth. So again, with both teams in the bonus, it's going to come down possibly here to free throws. Braden Gilbert, who has not shot one yet tonight, will go to the line.
Interesting call, because I thought both of them were pushing each other. But I guess Johnson's the bigger of the two guys. He looked more guilty.
And the first shot from Gilbert not able to go, and it's going to be rebounded here by Stanberry. They trail by one. Lager drives in, leaves it off now for Sager. He'll drive baseline, and there's going to be a foul called here on the floor. And Sager will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And the foul is going to be called here against Braden Gilbert. He'll pick up his second. So not only are they trading points, they're also trading fouls.
Absolutely. And that's almost a tough break for Stanberry, because they had a good look at a layup.
Sager, though, pretty automatic from the free throw line. Hits his first one. All tied up, 47 all, 2:27 left to go here in the fourth. Next shot from Sager, up and good. So it'll be Braden Gilbert that'll inbounds. He'll inbounds at this time now here for Zach Poling. He'll bring it across the timeline now for King City. Brings it down, leaves it off this time for Simmerly. A thought about taking the three, but laid up. Gives it off this time for Poling. Now for Breckenridge. Breckenridge drives in. He'll turn around, puts the shot up off the glass. Good for two. 49-48, just about 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Over the left wing for Sager, into the corner for McCune. He's hit one from there early. Over to the right wing this time now for Durbin. Now Lager in the corner. Trying to get it to Sager on the baseline. He'll go up, puts up the shot, gets the foul. He's going to be called for the charge.
Now they called a block. It's got a chance at a three-point play.
Okay, they did call it. Okay. That's going to say, I was going to say if that was a charge, that was a big one there against Stanberry.
They got the foul on Metzger, I believe. That's his third.
So Sager can give his team a 2-point lead. He cannot, but a foul going to be called here on the rebound, and Cole Durbin will go to the line as the foul's going to be called here against Braden Gilbert. So going to the line to shoot two now. Here will be Cole Durbin. He is 2 for 4 already on the night, 1 for 2 in each half. Again, this is what the game could come down to, is free throws. First one up and good. Out to a 2-point Stanberry lead. Again, all it takes, though, is one shot from Colin Breckenridge from a long three, and this game is going to be tied up as Cole Durbin now makes it 3. Breckenridge with the basketball.
Well, you don't need a three, but I'm sure Coach Cole, if he decides to squeeze one off, he'd be completely content with that.
Driving in this time is going to be Poling, not able to get it to go. Fighting for it, and Metzger about picked up a foul there on Sager. Johnson gets it off this time now for Durbin. 1.5 left to go in the fourth, 52-49. Over to the right wing with it now, Durbin. Stanberry trying to throw it around and get some free throws and try and waste some time with a 3-point lead.
Now you're going to have to match up somewhere along here and go man-to-man, and I think Coach Groomer, I think, just gave them the opportunity to make the change on defense. So if you play zone, they can just hold it and pass it around.
Stanberry takes a full timeout. Back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back out here at Albany High School. It's a 52-49 lead here for Stanberry. They got the basketball, 1:13 left. King City has already committed 10 fouls, so Stanberry in the double bonus, so come out of the timeout knowing who they want to foul and when.
And they're back to man-to-man. Breckenridge on Sager.
Sager already 2 for 3 as he missed his last one. Durbin with it now in the corner. He's made 3 for 6 already. 4 for 6 as he made his last 2. Durbin now with it underneath, a minute left to go. Now for Lager. Lager gets it now in for Sager. Now for Durbin into the corner, this time again for Lager. 45 seconds left to go here in the fourth. Now for McCune. Into the corner again for Sager, and Sager's going to be fouled here by Colin Breckenridge. 41.7 left to go here in the fourth.
And Breckenridge was kind of in a position where I don't think he wanted to foul, and you can hear Coach Coe yelling to get a foul, and they let it run down to 41 seconds here.
Shot from Sager up and good.
And on top of that, you run it down to 41 seconds, then you got to foul the other team's best free throw shooter.
King City with 2 full timeouts, Stanberry with just 1. Next shot from Sager up and good as he makes them both. And it's a 54-49 lead. They get it inside of their playmaker, Breckenridge. 37 seconds left as he crosses midcourt. He'll drive in, turns around, puts up a shot, gets fouled, and will go to line and shoot 2. This one's going to go against Hunter Johnson. He's now out of the ball game. Checking back in will be Grady Matson with his 4 fouls. 32 seconds left to go here in the ball game. 54-29. Breckenridge, the best free throw shooter here for King City at the line. 4 for 5 already on the night. 3 for 3 here in the second half. First shot up and good.
Coach Coe and Rodney Price, official Rodney Price, have had several conversations. And it doesn't look like they're in agreement about much of anything.
And next shot, no good. Rebound made here by Sager. And now it's going to be Tristan Lager with it. He'll bring it across the timeline with 25 seconds left. Now out to Sager. He'll about lose the basketball, comes away with it. And again, King City in a spot where they have to foul.
Yeah,
17 seconds left. And now Durbin will be fouled this time by Braden Gilbert. He'll pick up his 4th. 15 seconds remain to go here in the ball game. 54-50. Stanberry with the lead. Durbin at the line. Again, he's 4 for 6 here in the ball game. And going to line here for the 1 and 1, for the 2.
Coach Groomer reminding his players they have a timeout. If they can't get the ball inbounds, they get in trouble. Burn the timeout, and we'll talk about it.
Also, Stanberry has 1 more foul to give, and then their next foul will put King City in the double bonus. 55-50, 15 seconds. Remember, during this Petty John Auto Center timeout, check out Petty John Auto on Facebook. 55-50, 15 seconds left. Stanberry still has 1 more free throw to come. King City and Stanberry both with 1 full timeout remaining. If Cole Durbin makes this free throw, game pretty much sealed away.
We've talked, it's 15.2 seconds. You don't need a 3 if you get an open one, but otherwise you want to go hard to the basket. Because Stanberry's told not to foul. Take the quick basket, try to get a steal, and then knock down a 3 if you need to at that point.
And the thing is no matter how much room you give Breckenridge, he's been able to hit him from NBA range tonight.
Absolutely, and we've talked about free throws in several games these last couple of days. And this is a game that Stanberry has hit their throws down the stretch.
And Durbin
I
shot
just
off
knew
the
it.
front of the iron. Yeah, but Durbin comes away with the rebound, and he gets fouled with 12.6.
Why do we do that? I mean, it just seems like it always works out that way.
This one's going to go here against Colin Breckenridge. And again, no matter who wins this game, the loser has to walk away from this game not necessarily happy, but proud of the way that their team played.
Absolutely. It's been a good effort by both teams. I think both teams may have learned some things tonight about their identity, what they need to do down the road.
And this time Durbin hits them both, and it's now a 7-point ball game with 12.6 left. Bringing it across is Simmerly. And they're double teaming Colin Breckenridge as they should. Breckenridge, though, gets it up at the top of the key. Takes a shot from deep 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound made here by Durbin, 57-50. Stanberry makes a big victory here in the consolation semi. They will move on to play South Harrison at 7 o'clock on Friday night. We'll be back in just a moment to cover this exciting game here from Albany when we come back in the BTC Bank postgame.
your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 8 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you, member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Are you getting close to Medicare age? Are you having problems trying to find which plan is the best route for you? Give Ron Peterson a call in Stanberry. Ron will sit down with you and help you navigate you to the right type of Medicare supplements that you need and which ones you don't. Give Ron Peterson a call for all of your Medicare supplement needs at 660-783-2526. At 660-726-2526. Smithfield Hog Production, Missouri knows that the future to great success is built off of hard work and dedication. Smithfield Hog Production knows that all of the area student athletes aspire for greatness by putting in the hard work, dedication, discipline, and teamwork needed to achieve that success. That's why Smithfield Hog Production, Missouri is proud of all area student athletes and wish them luck this academic year in all of their extracurricular activities.
And welcome back out here to Albany High School, a 57-50 victory in a thrilling consolation semifinal game between the third-seeded Stanberry Bulldogs and the seventh-seeded King City team. And we talked about how deep this Albany tournament was. When you have the 7th-seed playing that closely with a 3-seed on the consolation semis, you can only tell what everybody else in between is like as well.
Yeah, two really well-coached teams, I thought. Both of them did what they do. Both of them played to their strength. And it's just tonight, you got to tip your cap to Stanberry. They hit more free throws. They got more free throws down the stretch. Got ahead late, and were just able to hold on. They've got a winner's pedigree, and some kids that struggled at the line, hit some big shots down the stretch. Ended up a 7-point game, but it was not a 7-point game.
No. Breckenridge finishes out the night for King City, 22 points. Zach Poling finishes with 13. Parker Muff had 5 big points. Metzger with 3. Cameron Simmerly with 1. Stanberry, they had 21 points from Sager, 12 points from Lager. And this is where the game came down to Cole Durbin with 11, as he went a total of 7 for 10 from the charity stripe. And that's the 7 points that are up on the scoreboard at the moment that define the two different teams. Clayton McCune had 5 points along with Brian Medina. Tyler Swayback had 2 points as well.
Once again, free throws play a big part in the outcome of a ball game. We saw it to the negative last night, and tonight, hitting those free throws down the stretch was the difference between victory and defeat.
I say King City hit a lot of theirs, but Stanberry goes 11 for 15 on the night. They sent just 2 players to the line all night. Durbin hit 7 for 10. Sager hit 4 out of his 5.
Well, and outside of that, not much to say. Should be a good game Friday night with Stanberry and South Harrison. I thought South Harrison did a lot of nice things tonight. Big game by Cody Weller, had 29 points. And I thought their defensive pressure really hurt Albany in a game that we thought was going to be much closer than what it turned out to be. And give credit to South Harrison for that margin of victory. Should be a good one Friday night at 7.
King City girls tonight beat South Harrison 39-27. They move into the consolation final against the Albany girls, who win 54-42 over Pattonsburg. That'll be 5:30 on Friday night. And again, Stanberry moves into the consolation final against South Harrison after South Harrison defeats Albany 58-32. Stanberry wins over King City tonight 57-50. We'll be back tomorrow with some more good games on the championship side. It'll be championship semis, Worth County and Princeton. It'll be the 2-3 seed at 4:45 on the girls' side, followed by the Jefferson Worth County boys, the 1 and 4 seed on the boys' side at 6:15. And then it will be the matchup where we talked about, where it's the big local rivals. Stanberry, Jefferson will have a lot of Matsons, a lot of Papperts out on the floor. I know there's about 3 of them on each team, it seems like. That will be at 7:45 tomorrow night, and the final game of the night will be between the Pattonsburg-Princeton boys, a 2-3 game. So there looks to be some good matchups for the games tomorrow night as well.
Winners bracket night, I can't wait. Should be a great night, particularly on the girls' side. If you like good basketball and want to see some good teams, you need to get out here. If you can't, tune in and watch us because there should be some really good games.
I'd like to thank our sponsors helping bring you tonight's broadcast between Stanberry and King City Boys. Albany Hy-Vee, Ron Peterson Insurance of Stanberry, and Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson in Stanberry. Bank Northwest of Stanberry, Family Health Pharmacy in Stanberry, the Spec Shop in Stanberry and Marionville, Marcy Sager Insurance of Albany, King City School District, and Toby Gilbert Tire of King City, El Rey Poppy's Mexican Restaurant in King City, Smithfield Hog Production, Missouri, Penny John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany, and BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Along with Mike Atkins, I'm Jared Allen saying so long and good night from Albany High School, and we'll send you off with our thank you again from Albany TV.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Roldis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.